I'm ringing. What is the motherfucking deal? I'm gonna fucking misspell that shit. What's the motherfucking deal, everybody? It's your boy at Honcho. This is the Kush Den. Y'all know how we get it in. Man, the giant keep dropping. Keep dropping. Hey. Anyway, how y'all doing this evening, man? So, hope all is well. Y'all know what time it is. I ain't got to get prepared. I ain't got to do all that other shit. That's who we got live in the first five. Robbie, 16-0, King Foka. Not to understand because my jaws keep locking. Hey, yes, let's go ahead and get that intro bumping. Let's get into this thing, man.
Smoke weed every day.
What's the motherfucking deal? It's your boy Ed Honcho, man. This is the Kush Den. Welcome to the Den, my friends. If you're not familiar with the Kush Den is a 420 friendly situation where we just speak on various things, random topics. During the day, we usually just kind of go with the more lighthearted stuff, but then in the evening times, we talk about some more intriguing topics. But today, we're going to say, what is it that makes someone attractive? And I'm sure we'll talk about many other things too, but that'll be the general theme of the day. Like I say, if you're not pre-roll, you out of control. So like I said, let's get it in this motherfucking den. Pothead philosophizing. Yes. I'm out here philosophizing. Jeremiah, what's the motherfucking deal? And so Elise, what's the motherfucking deal? Make sure I get y'all's sauce, but all the rest of the flavors should be updated. I had a couple of days I had to catch up on. Duck Scout, what's the motherfucking deal? So he's saying, a bunch of people saying boobs make her attractive. And that's y'all, that's that young shit. Do what I'm saying? Look, y'all still used to get nursed off your mama shit. That's still y'all some boob lovers. Nah, I'm just fucking. Titties is cool, but titties be lying, dog. So that's what I don't be. The asses be lying too, but these ass boobs and okay face. See if she smokes automatically. I give females brownie points if they for smoking, dog. Something about a bitch that smoke, not cigarettes though. Not cigarettes. Cigarettes don't do that shit for me. That shit's like But if she can motherfucking me, if she can roll and she can smoke, that's extra brownie point. Even if she don't smoke, but if she can roll and she willing to roll for me, that's cool too. You know, that's even more brownie points, more weed for me, and I don't have to roll it. If she can make an attractive face during sex, man. Motherfucking somebody on the Astros got suspended for something. I'm like a, are you up in D time? Hey, be safe in Dallas. You say big ass, big boobs, small belly, long hair, perfect girl. Look, how many of those are you really seeing? Now, we not saying, look, we ain't talking about build a bitch in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Look, you can go to the robo-ho store for that. We talking about on first sight. What makes you do a double take? Or what makes you look twice or stare, initially the first time? Because they get the bill. Nah, look, shit. I'm an ass man myself, dog. Like I say. Titties is cool. But shit. Titties can be overrated. Shit fucking hating this fucking shit. I gotta start doing a special process with these. I don't like how these motherfuckers been acting lately. I asked you, say, if ugly bitch suck, bro, we gonna have a good time. But I mean, that's not what makes her attractive initially, though. We talking about an initial reaction. When she talks the same shit as you, She can watch the Texas game with you, give you head dirty about. Yeah, that's kosher. Yeah. If you have a woman who is with the program, she enjoys sports entertainment and can keep a good conversation during a game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brownie points. Mucho bonus points. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you can. Here's the thing. Even if you have you can still. Let's be honest. Let's all be honest with ourselves. Everybody looks. Okay, women look too. Let's not even count that out. Let's just not think it doesn't happen. Okay, there's nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, that's an attractive woman." And what I'm asking is, what's the thing that goes off in your head that says that? Yeah, it's got to be round and crooked and not fluffy. Like I say, the same way. I don't know. We'll have to get some females to represent for that shit. But I could only imagine the same way. Because females, like I'm telling y'all, don't ever suspect it doesn't happen. The same type of shit fucking dudes talk, females talk too. So like, you could only imagine the kind of standards they be trying to come. Motherfucker better have a 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? Better have a foot long sausage and all this shit. If I'm just going by some of the shit y'all saying, stupid ass fucking cigar. You gotta start from scratch with you, bud. You not cooperating. I don't like lack of cooperation, insubordinates and shit. There we go. Somewhat. Yeah, sometimes the blunt just be getting a little disrespectful. Sometimes it'll be just a little too thick. Yeah, we'll try this out. Sorry about that. Let's see. What's the motherfucking deal, Joe? She got to be proportional. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you got to be proportional. Because there's some, like, big proportionate bitches, you know what I'm saying? And you have some people who be looking a little lopsided, you know? And it be like that sometimes. Yes, Token Tuesday. Say a woman farts will ruin my day. Oh man, that's fucking funny. That's hilarious, dog. I remember when in fucking high school, and the fucking volleyball coach, or he was like a volleyball coach or some shit like that, and like the girls volleyball, well, of course the girls volleyball coach. And he used to be talking about this. He's like, "Y'all think it's cute, huh? Them bitches be on the fucking bus farting all on the trip. They think the shit's funny." I was like, damn, I ain't trying to think about bitches in no fucking volleyball shorts farting. You know what I'm saying? The shorts had like a good appeal to me. I like the volleyball shorts. They're awesome. But then if you think about a bitch farting in volleyball shorts, you're talking about that compressed area. And there's not much room for the fart to escape. You know, pressure bust pipes and be fucking around and blew a hole in the damn. Yeah, fucking blew a hole in a damn volleyball short. That'd be some shit. You know what I'm saying? Already, that's what I'm talking about. He said, "She far as I know about it's a wrap." That's super funny. Y'all ain't been fucking around long enough, shit. Bitch, far as you be like, bitch, you nasty. Let's change positions. Fuck all that. As long as I'm not getting farted upon. Now, if you fart on me, we gonna have a problem. You know what I'm talking about? Baker, man, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Man, That's what I'm telling you. Y'all young in the game, man. Y'all ain't been on it long enough, man. Look, man, look, y'all keep fooling around long enough. You ain't gonna be tripping on all that bullshit. You're gonna be like, oh, word, shit, me too. Nah, that's nasty, but. You said you feel like you missed out on high school now, never experiencing the volleyball fart. Man, I'm telling you, man, that shit is like, that's just a concept. That's when I'm telling you, that's when you got to start looking at females. Yeah, like, bitches fart? What? I thought them hoes shit rainbows and shit. That's what I'm saying. That's how society try to play you, dog. And then men grow up with these beliefs until you have to, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to give you the game, dog, and recognize the truth. You got to have some experiences. Be like, man, bitches exactly like us. Man. He said he was all about how to support everybody they make a word. Man, I'm gonna be honest, dog. We used to wait till like the Port Arthur schools came in. Then I go watch the volleyball games. Because back then, you know, even back then, a nigga was all about the onion. Man, I don't want to talk about no shit like that, dog. It happens, but I'm not going to talk about that shit, Cake Folker. I have a story. I definitely have a story about that. Man, I'm telling you. Oh man, that's what's up. Yeah, see, yeah, you gotta, yeah, you know, congratulations, ass slap, man. Hey, you know, just like the football thing. I never thought about that. I don't think they did that. I don't recall too much of that. I think they used to high five and shit. So what the fuck is this high five shit? So. That's funny, man. Like I say, it's some off the wall shit that we have. That's what I'm saying, man. Like people, you don't realize the shit that goes on. Life is nothing like the fucking movies. Knew that I wanted beautiful morning. Out of my morning bed. Yeah, liberated I. See, I only like one part of this motherfucking song, like the beginning, and then the rest of the song fucking sucks. Liberated I am sorry. And that's it. I don't even want to hear the rest of that fucking song, dog. When he started acting, if I ain't fuck this, I don't. Yeah, fuck that shit, dog. The whole song should have been just like the beginning of the fucking song. What's the motherfucking deal, Jay Dizzle? So, yeah, but like I say, getting back to the topic at hand. What is it? What is the initial thing that makes someone attractive? You know what I'm saying? What is the first? Well, I mean, like I said, I'm an ass man. So, like, even if it's not about, yeah, it is. I'm a fuck. That's like the first thing I'll look at. Ass to hip ratio. And if it's like my eyes go, boop, if there's no ass there, then I avert my gaze and look for the next thing. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. Don't go with the bread. Man, I'm telling you. That's when you get that cotton mouth. Don't go with the jazz. You say putting the leg pads in old school football pants. I mean, say if she got glasses, that old smart looking shit. Man, look, oh, no, there's a limit though. Yeah, I mean, you don't look. That bitch out there looking like a fucking, just looking all throwed off, dog. And, you know, some of these hoes be overdoing it with the ass shots and shit, and fucking, it just looks ridiculous. Like, what if, what if? Here's what I got. If any women come and check this stream later, I need answers. What if niggas was walking around getting dick shots? You know what I'm saying? Just for the look, and then like the shit break your fucking dick afterwards. Like you can't even really use that motherfucker, but you doing it for the motherfucker. Like all these women be impressed, but then when the fucking dick don't work, they be mad in a bitch. It's like how I would feel about ass. Like I don't want that fucking ass. That's not a real ass. It doesn't even. It's not jiggling with the appropriate jigglation. I need. There's a jiggle to wave ratio that must be maintained, and fake asses don't give you that. So build the bitch. Line say initially his personality was yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely not a person. I mean, it can't. It's not like I'm in a bar somewhere and I hear a bitch crack a joke from all the way across the room. Like, oh my God, that bitch is hilarious. Let me go talk to her. Hey, how you doing? Nah, it's not working like that. You know what I'm saying? The first thing you go see is on a woman, or I'm sure. And like I say, women, it's the same thing. You catch motherfuckers doing that shit. They do the same shit. That's why I say, like, it ain't no shame to say it, because women do the same fucking shit. That's why there's no reason to act like, oh, well, I just want to stroke her hair and make sure she doesn't have any dandruff. That's the first thing that I get attracted to. Let me keep it for real, dog. 'Cause women do the same fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So, the snapback effect. You say personality before looks, man. But you gotta be honest, dog. Like, okay. Well, now let me not say it like that, because that might be some other shit. If you watching a flick or a porn, or you want Pornhub or some shit, what is the category that you're going for? Basically, that's the same thing that is going to be the first thing that attracts you, or what it is that catches your eye. So if you see the group of women, because you're going to look, you're like, it's just what the fuck is going to happen. And they want to be looked at. That's the whole reason women get all dressed up and get all pretty with the makeup and stuff, because they know that they're going to be admired, and they want to be admired. Yeah. I can do it now. She got hips and thighs. Yeah, man. Look, at least look. Give me a foundation to work with. You know what I'm saying? Look, it ain't got to be. It ain't got to be all cheeks. You know what I'm saying? I like cheeks. I'm a cheeks man. But I mean, we can work with some thigh hip ratio. You know what I'm saying? Some action going. See if a girl doesn't have exercise, eat decent. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, though. Like, people think that doesn't work, but shit, they just don't want to work the fuck out. I can't get in any kind of shape because, this is happening. Man, you ain't putting forth no motherfucking effort. Stop that line. You're going to have to change your diet and change your motherfucking habits. You can get there. What? You say Sophie D ass, but August Ames tits with the laugh of a kangaroo. I'm gonna have to see who Sophie D is. I still gotta look up all those that other fucking list of porno, of the porno fucking chicks, and see what's what. 'Cause y'all talking about some crazy shit. Yeah, you gotta have the proper leg to ass ratio and all that other good stuff, because like I say, you have some of these women who are like skinny and they just go get their asses injected full of fucking silicone and bullshit, and it just looks fucking crazy. You know what I mean? It's like you skinny, but you just had this fucking stupid dumb bubble sticking out behind you. You know what I'm saying? That is not attractive. This is off. But I mean, but what you got though is you got dudes, dog. And this is who I really blame. I sincerely blame the dudes that still be like, hey, what's up? Oh man, you know that ass sexy, woo woo, and then tell them all these other off the wall things, and pump their head up full of shit. And then the women are just like, yeah, 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 it's cool because guys are still talking to me. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, it's not nobody who really give a fuck about you. They just see this stupid ass you got behind you. They just trying to fuck with you. And so what it is, you like segmenting yourself off, and then you wonder why. Well, guys ain't no good. It's always the same. Of course, it's gonna be the same type of guy because what you've done to yourself, if you've like cut yourself off from certain motherfuckers who just not with that shit, and you like people like get mad. But motherfuckers don't have to accept you as you are. Motherfuckers don't like you, don't want to be with you. That nobody has to like you. That's the problem what we got in fucking America with these. Everybody loves everybody and participation trophies, dog. It's okay to not like motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker don't like me for whatever reason. For a reasonable, a sensible reason or a nonsense, I don't give a shit. The thing about that shit is, who cares? You gotta do you, man. And it's that fit chick but a swollen, no hairy pussy. He said humor serves me well. Walking around with looking like field diapers, yeah. Hey man, I was saying that same shit about muscular chicks, but I seen one the other day. I can't even remember her fucking name, but she was right. She was right. You look like video game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, my thing is, if you go out and you do stuff to your body that makes like over sexualizes your features, like the sexual feature, like what is the real reason? What is the real reason to want more ass? Like, it was a time this was not a thing. You know, people have been wanting fake breasts for forever because, you know, that's a thing that men notice. That's what, you know, people were looking at. But then as soon as people started realizing, oh, motherfuckers, like, they looking at the backside too, this shit became a whole market. This thing became a thing. And fuck, Kush is slap twerk. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, that. It's just, I don't know, man. You're willing to do this shit because you just over-sexualizing yourself, and then you're like, well, why do men treat me this way? Well, the most noticeable things about you are the shit you went and enhanced in a ridiculous manner. So it's just, it's like, goddamn, what do you expect? You get what you fucking put out there. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers gonna look. If you go and get some shit enhanced and shoot it up, and you gonna get attention from a particular kind of guy, and a certain motherfuckers are just not gonna fuck with you. And there's a reason they not gonna fuck with you, because they don't fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's gonna be it. And that's the life that you chose. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay if that's the way you want to be, and nobody's judging you for that. But you can't get mad when certain motherfuckers don't fuck with you, dog. Like, people are allowed to have preferences and choices. That's why there's so much variety on earth, because of people having choices and preferences and being able to do things differently. If everybody had to like everything and everybody saw everything the fucking same, the suicide rates would be sky high, because people would hate it, dog. They would hate it because it's just, nobody wants to fucking be a part of the same old shit. You know what I'm saying? People want difference. People want to do things differently, and I'm okay with that. If that excludes me from certain things, then cool. If that includes me in certain things, then cool. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. Yeah, that's what I mean. I really don't care, man. I don't care at all. Cooter Bear. That shit there's crazy, dog. Bench pressing the whole Honcho right now. God damn. Yeah, all that Botox, all that other stuff, man. Look, I want to see some, look, if I'm fucking with an older chick, look, I want to see a little bit of that natural wear and tear. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that you'd have been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be trying to compete with these young hoes and shit, man. Those days are over. Fuck that shit. Embrace you. Embrace the category you're in. You got to live with the path that you chose, man. And so, that shit is what it is. You said find about 100% back full head from the flu, drinking Minute Maid orange. That's what I'm talking about. Look, support the cause. Look, we got to go back to the world. So we're only allowed to drink Minute Maid orange juice. That's funny, man. Fucking Mark Cuban, dog. I like Mark Cuban, the business owner. But I don't. I like Mark Cuban, the business owner, but I don't like Mark Cuban, the fucking Mavs owner. You know what I'm saying? The business guy, he's definitely a very interesting story. But the fucking Mavs owner, I want to punch him in his fucking face. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm not a makeup fan at all either. Like, look, that's what I'm talking about. Like, be natural. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you have to put on makeup and then you get upset when dudes don't fucking the same type of dudes don't approach, you can't be mad about that. You're gonna get approached by the guys who like that type of thing, and if that's the way you want to be, then that's what you have to accept. Otherwise, you gotta accept that you gotta do some bullshit to make people like that happy, and that's the type of person you're gonna fucking get. Like, man, and that's just what people don't understand. If people stop faking it, you know, if you just are who you are, you know, and you accept yourself, then there will be other people who accept you for you. But instead, we live in this world where everybody's trying to be something they're not, and then everybody's talking about, you need to accept me for being this thing that I really ain't, but I'm doing it for attention or whatever and whatnot, dog. Like, a lot of this shit is fucking ridiculous, man. If people were just realistic with themselves and said, you know what, man, this is what I like in life. This is my style. This is what I'm into. This is what I fuck with. You know, I like some of this. I don't fuck with that. This is me. This is who I am. It's not about trying to fit in with a bunch of motherfuckers over there, because if you really go out and be yourself, you're going to find your tribe, dog. You'll find your lane. You'll find the people who fuck with you. If you do the shit you enjoy doing and you continue to live that type of life, you'll find people who fuck with you, dog. It's like, you don't have to accept the crowd that you're in right now. You don't have to do any of these things, man. You can be whoever the fuck you want to be. That's especially the amazing thing, like with the internet, because you can connect with motherfuckers like about anything damn near from all across the world. So you never have to be just that person, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always somebody out there into the same shit you fucking into. And so that's what I was always talking about, man. Embrace being the fucking individual that you are. Like, fuck copying, fuck all these crowds. But see, like I say, people want to look like this motherfucker, other motherfucker who wears makeup, and they call themselves being beautiful. Man, that motherfucker has the same blemishes that you have. That motherfucker has the same stretch marks, all that other shit. Yeah, when you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars using cameras and fucking makeup to make somebody look like something, yeah, they look fucking beautiful. In reality, these motherfuckers look just as crazy and homely as anybody else, like, without that shit. And so it's the fact that you choose to look like that because it makes you feel good. So don't blame anybody else for this stigma, this other shit, man. Just either you fuck with that shit or you don't. Like, fuck how anybody else feels about that shit, man. That shit. Let me see what you're talking about over here. I'm missing some interesting conversation here. The world champion 1 or 3. Yeah, man. Look, we gonna be all right. Like, I'm telling y'all, people better start paying attention to them Rockets, man. The Rockets might be for real, man. Not might be, they are for real. I think that LA Clippers shit really got them together. Like, they gonna really be ready to roll, man. Yeah, that's your representative, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You sitting out a motherfucking pseudo, man. Look, and like I say, they got smart, man. They start with the waterproof makeup and shit, all that other good shit, man. I'm telling you, you got to motherfucking me. You gotta be careful, dog. You wait too long. You find out falling in love with her. She take that shit off one night. And you wake up in the middle of the night, what the fuck? That's why I say, like, you gotta be real with me. You gotta wash your face, and we gotta have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see the real you. If we go at this level, look, let me make sure you ain't hiding nothing. Not necessarily say that I'm tripping on the shit, but I mean, shit, if you are, that's a form of dishonesty. You know what I'm saying? You got to be honest. We got to communicate here. We got to talk about some things. You know what I'm saying? And so, it is what it is. And Brian say he is anti-ass. And they say, no, we ain't with it. Something in front of Mark. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like Freddy Krueger. What's the motherfucking deal, Alpha X? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wasn't there some shit? There was some shit that happened with a Chinese. Wasn't it like a Chinese couple or something like that? Or did I hear that was a hoax? It might have been real or fake, but they was basically saying like this chick went and got like a bunch of fucking plastic surgery done. You know what I'm saying? Like buku fucking surgery, and basically didn't tell, you know, the husband or dude she was with, because she used to look kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? And so they got married or whatever, but then like all their kids came out looking completely different. And so he basically was trying to sue for some shit, basically saying like, you know, she deceived him or whatever. I'm like, that's unfortunate, dog. Like your kids coming looking out that throwed off that that motherfucker want to sue you for having kids with you. That's unfortunate, man. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's get this raffle action. Make you feel some type of way. Make you feel some type of way. Make you feel in some type of way. You feel some type of way. Alright, I'm gonna give y'all 6 minutes. I'm gonna charge y'all, what's today, Tuesday? I'm charging y'all 3 cents. So yeah, 3 sauces, 3 sweets to get in the mix. How much we gonna give y'all? We're gonna send y'all a nice chunk of change today. Go up to the make what Tiger make. And I go there sometime. What's the motherfucking deal, Rodney, man? It's all good. Surgery's a fake idea. That's what I'm saying, man. If a bitch is just, if she's not honest with you and tell you up front, hey, big husband trying to make him something, and tell her what she'll do for the paper. She'll change her fucking face and her ass and her waist. Man, you know she a motherfucking cases. Make you feel some type of way. She take that makeup off her face some type of way. Make you feel fucked up, she look some type of way. You trying to get out the room some type of way. Some type of way. Get away some type of way. Then this bitch look so different when she wipe her face. Man, I don't know about this, oh, some type of way. I don't know. I'm out of the business. You say you're 46, your wife 28, never thought it would work out, but going on 9 years now. Okay. Well, that's what's up. See, I like a nice ass, but not like the ass I treated you, though. Oh, like the big one that's fit enough to jiggle when you smack it. Okay. Now, the subpoena. Me and Nina, in about life today. And yeah, she heated. You feel some type of way. Oh no, Roscoe, that's a little on the brink. I know 17 is legal in Texas. That's a little too. Man, I used to have a partner, man. Now, of course, we were younger at the time. But this motherfucker say, man, look, if it's grass on the field, play ball. I was like, what? Oh, man. We can't choke the bitch over a cookie. Hey, shit get serious when it come down to them cookies, man. Make you feel some type of way. Some type of way. SoundCloud rapper. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. But speaking of SoundCloud, you can get the Kush podcast on iTunes and Google Play now. So make sure you check that out. The Kush podcast is actually like a completely different thing. It's not the same as the shit we talk about. So I come up with a whole different topic. And I rant on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, in a way, make you feel some type of way. Just have one of those why am I here moments. Man, I don't know, man. I don't want to tell nobody what to do, but I think you gotta go for it. You got one of these to live. And ain't nobody fucking guaranteed tomorrow, dog. I always feel like it'll be better to fucking go out trying to do it your own way than following some path somebody else set up for you. And sometimes shit you fucked it up, then you ain't got no choice to do that shit. But you gotta believe that you can, cause shit, you just gotta make that shit shake, man. Every day of getting money, I mean it. Now it depends on what type of vibe you hear you talking about. Not one of those wipe yourself completely off the earth type vibe I hear. That's a no way. No, don't do that. But like, why are you at college? I can understand. Ooh, Cowboys and Dez, man. That's gonna be an interesting situation. He ain't worth the fuck. It's convenient. So we need a highlight reel of the Kush deal. Man, that's a lot of shit to go back and watch. I didn't realize how many videos. It's like a bunch. I started really fucking with the Kush deal, I think, around November-ish? I think around somewhere like that, I really started pushing it a bit more. I would do something here and there. Maybe before that. We might have been before that. We'll see. What would I do if I was the last guy on earth and all the guys disappeared? I'd never do a damn thing for the rest of my life. But have intercourse with the most attractive women on the planet. And I'm doing that as a favor. Doing that as a favor for the planet. Okay. Now, we'd have to figure out how we're going to distill it down the line. See, what would have to happen is some would have to wait like a long, long time. Because, now, well, not, because you can't have intercourse with every woman, because then you'd have like kids with all of them, right? So, you have intercourse with a significant amount. Eventually, you have some sons. They grow up to be whatever, certain age, right? So then you have another generation going on here. But like I say, you'd have to like do it like what is it called when they do it with the crops? When they basically like, they'll start a couple of weeks apart from each other. It's kind of like they're staggering it. And you'd have to do that, but with like generations and generations until you diluted your bloodline enough to where it didn't get all weird. You know what I'm saying? So, because it could get real, real weird after that. You know what I'm saying? So I'd have to think about it. Man, I'm telling you. Let's see what we're talking about. You say Daddy L ain't nothing about. Yeah, what are y'all talking about? You say whoa Vicky and then yeah, what is happening? What y'all talking about? Oh shit, what King Focal won? What are y'all talking about? Oh, okay. Well, see, there you go. Yeah, then there you go, man. You got sperm banks around, and look, there you go. Well, shit, I'd still win though. I'd still like, cause I mean, it's not like the real deal. So I don't know what y'all talking about, Malu and they say. I cannot agree that 90% of Latinas have nice asses. There are some with nice asses. Look, you can't even classify that thing by a race, because I've seen some Mexican women with some cheesy booties. Okay, don't get me wrong. I love my Hispanic people. I've seen some very nice ones, but like I say, in every category, there's some cheesy booty black women, some cheesy booty white girls. But then there are very nice asses in all races. I can't give but the thing is like most people, I can't say 90% of any race, but like the majority of America being like obese. You know what I'm saying? So that means you're already taking like what? Not a majority, but you're talking about like almost 40%. So that means at the best, the very best, any race can only be like 60% appropriate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not counting out big girls, but we're talking about obesity in America, not just being plus size. We're talking about obesity. That's the epidemic. So that means only like 30%. I mean, only like 60% of any race can be like, really be like fine. And then so let's just be realistic. You just got some super skinny chicks that really ain't just working with too much, and that's like 10%. I mean, we're talking about just really can't working with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you drop something. You know what I'm saying? That 10%. That's like 10%. So that leaves you with like 50%. Then you got some average, and then you have some average to decent. And I think if you let the average to decent pass to you just talk about really bad though, like really just bad. We might be talking about like women we could put in just a bad category, like 20, maybe 15%. But we're talking about overall fine. You got like 30% of women. I think it's like 30. You got 30% of women who are like just fine, like damn, that bitch is fine. But then you got like a 15% of them are like just damn. Then you got 30% like somewhere in that area that is like, oh, she ain't bad looking to average. And then you got like some folks in some real tough situations, you know what I'm saying? So I'm only gonna say like 30% of women are really just outstanding. Like I said, we just gotta chill, like just to make you be like, damn, you know. And like I say, so it is what it is. But like I said, I'm sure that they feel the same way about dudes. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, iTunes is free. I saw that. Who is the fuck is Vo Vicky, man? I still don't know what that is. See, you gotta keep the fat chicks. I first fuck off my crush. Take a fake ass white bitch. I'm saying black. I take Molly over Danielle. Catch me outside, girl. She cute. Is that too far? I don't know. I don't really, not my bag. Well, Vicky, Danielle, because they're annoying to me. Danielle ain't ugly. Molly look better. What is y'all talking about, man? Now the fertility thing with Hispanic women might be the truth, dog. Like that shit is, you got to be more careful. You say 50. Say, Honcho, should you go to jail if you have sexual relationship with consent with a minor? That is fine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, trust me, I understand. There's some of these motherfuckers that are young and really can get away with that shit. But I just ain't with the shit, dog. Like, that shit there is just, to me, it's a mental thing. But, especially at that age, if they out there doing all that, they just fucking to be fucking. They don't even know what the fuck they fucking for. They just hot pants, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. See, back in the day, and I'm not saying I condone this shit, but I mean, a lot of this shit happened. Like, motherfuckers was marrying young dudes, be like 20-something marrying 14, 15-year-old girls and shit. But that was back in the day when they stayed in the house and did all that other shit. Now these motherfuckers running wild. That's what I say. Y'all motherfuckers better be careful out there in the club. You'll sit your ass in a situation. So it is what it is, man. I ain't with that shit. There's a good chunk with half-time shit in pop business. But no, my health team going. You gotta draw the line somewhere. Brian, I agree with I don't believe she grew that fast. Well, if it's the white girl that claims she black, I don't know. I didn't know she's 15. I thought they was 17. If I could tell you, I got X-ray vision. Yeah, some are disgusted. They say, imagine what they look like at our ages. Shit. Look back like a crumble. I'm on the crumble cookies. I'm just like Thousand Hoes. People don't say shit about it. Say back in the day with 7 kids, man, said to be young. Man, look. Here's the thing, man. Now, don't nobody care. It's all about this freedom of whatever, dog. Like, yeah, I believe in freedom of whatever, but if and like you should, you putting that shit at the age of 18, then there needs to be some appropriate shit being worn around that age, or whatever the age of consent is in whatever state you in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, according to the laws of that state. And if the motherfuckers out there putting themselves out there in an inappropriate manner, then I think, you know, shit, something has to be done about that. Because, like I said, we live in a very deceptive world. And certain things that you just, with interactions between people, they're unreasonable. And those type of things don't happen. And a lot of guys are been a lot of shit from motherfuckers lying just because they don't want to deal with the consequences of their lies. So that shit ends up fucking other motherfuckers up. I think that's just fucked up. So that's just my personal position on that shit. That's why I've always preferred older women as opposed to younger chicks, because I'm not trying to fall for no fucking okie doke. That's why I prefer natural. I don't want no bitch all caked in makeup trying to look old. You know what I'm saying? I prefer an older chick who looks natural without all that other shit trying to be something she ain't. Man, fuck all that dumb shit, man. But yeah, and that's what it is. But you're not lying. Like I said, a lot of these motherfuckers don't have parents teaching them the right shit. They watching the shit on TV, and such on TV got a lot of makeup on, and she doing this, and this. I want to be just like her because that's the only woman I know, or that's the only male figure I see in my life, and he doing this and this and this, and I'm watching this shit on TV. And that's true, man. It's television, because, like, especially nowadays, motherfuckers stuff a fucking phone in front of a kid's face at, 1-2 years old. The kids know how to fucking do this, and they can't read, can't do shit else. They know how to start working and operating phones and shit. See it all the fucking time. Man, that shit is digital dope, dog. Like, it's easy to cut a motherfucking kid off. You want to unplug a kid, put a fucking screen in front of their face. That shit right there is just preparing them for the motherfucking futures, for when the government does really got everything on lock, and they just gonna say, all right. And as soon as them screens pull up, people just gonna stop and look, and they gonna be fucking caught and mesmerized by whatever message they get. Now get on back to your daily lives. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started on weave, dog. I don't fuck with weave, dog. Like, that's a no-go, bro. Especially, I've been growing this shit here for all this time, doing all this shit. Man, fuck no. You gonna just instantly have more shit going on to me, then the next day you fucking fade it up or some shit, and you got some other shit going, man. Look, we gotta have a fucking conversation. I'm feeling disrespected over here. You know what I'm saying? That shit there be wild, man. Let's see, it's entertainment. Irresponsible parents, yeah. Cover to see on TV, know we ruined. Y'all notice the reason they watch those things because the parents loud. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm super serious about that shit, dog. Like, man, the way that TV and entertainment is going, and the way that the media, and especially, like I say, the liberal media, like I never used to think that the liberal media was a thing. I just always thought that was just Fox News being crazy. But the liberal media is a real thing. But there's a lot of right-wing media infiltrating some shit too. You just got to peep game. But like I say, but the liberal media is a serious majority. And they're promoting these agendas. Like, they're promoting this shit to kids in school and all this other stuff. Like, these kids are confused, and they don't know what's right and wrong. And a lot of these parents have views and beliefs, and they don't understand why the kids think like this. Is because you put a screen in front of them, and they ingested all this information. That's why that big shit happened on YouTube with kids watching crazy shit, and their parents just thinking it's okay, but it's a bunch of people acting off the wall and animal. I saw that shit a long time ago. Like, see, my old lady, little girl was watching. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Fuck no. What the fuck? Like, and peeped that shit a long time ago. That's because you have to be observant about that type of shit. My motherfuckers just, okay, the kid's quiet. They look at the screen. Okay, whatever. But man, there was this one cartoon, and like I say, I don't care about it. I don't care what people have to do or what they are or however they live to survive. Like, I've come to the conclusion, none of my fucking business, as long as your lifestyle does not impede on mine, man. I don't care. I support you 100%, man. Just as long as it does not impede in what I'm trying to do. Don't fuck up my flow. But I was watching this cartoon, and it was really awkward. Like, it was about a little boy, and for him to become a superhero, he would turn into a female superhero. And I was like, what in the fuck is what is this shit? and I almost think it was on Netflix or something. I'm not sure exactly. I don't even really want to go look for it, but it was some off the wall. It's like some weird. It's some real. A lot of this stuff starts to blur lines. You know what I'm saying? And the future generation is not going to be able to decipher and discern real from virtual reality because the games, everything looks so real. Like kids really like have a hard time telling the difference. So it's confusing, you know, because everything looks so realistic, like as it can be. Everything's going to be voice activated. Everybody's going to be lazy. I mean, it's just going to be a whole bunch of shit that's just happening for them. They won't have to work as hard for it. And people are going to become sedated, eating food products and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy. Anime Honcho. I'm still fucking with the Naruto. Like I said, I recently got put on that shit, so I'm still fucking with the Naruto, man. So what it was. Parents were 16 when they got married. Yeah, that's what I say. I know a lot of people, dog, like, you know, here's something I've noticed, dog. Like a lot of cultures, well, other cultures have shit. Like, in black culture, I don't really think it's a thing like that. But you have, like, other cultures, like, I think when it's Jewish, you're, like, 13 and you have, a bar mitzvah or something. You know, like in the Hispanic cultures, you know, you have the quinceañeras and shit. And when you're, like, 15 and different shit like that. Like there's these rituals for crossing over into adulthood. You know what I mean? And that's when those people or those cultures, you know, they start viewing them as adults, start teaching them how to be an adult, how to be a man. In the black culture, you don't really have that shit, dog. I mean, I'm just sitting there thinking about it. Unless, you know, I guess people could claim it if they go to a fraternity or something. But that's not what I don't really see that like that. I mean, something that where it's throughout the culture that doesn't exist. So that's concerning. But anyway, you know, and so I can understand why in a lot of cultures, you know, at that age, you know, people get married. But I think, you know, in America, that's not the best idea because you start to burden yourself down. There's so many opportunities. There's enough. The way this school system is set up, there's no way you can learn everything you need to learn in high school and then, you know, be able to succeed and become things in life, you know, at 20 years old, 18. I mean, you can, but it's going to be a lot tougher. And a lot of people do. A lot of people have kids young. They end up being successful. They just work hard for it. I'm not saying that you can't. It's just going to be a lot more difficult. But I think, man, if you're young, be young, do you, enjoy life much as you can, man, because it gets, when you start adding all that other shit, adding bodies to the program, dog, it gets harder. When you're your own person, you can shuck and jive, you can move how you want to, you can do whatever you want to do. So enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be in a rush to do a bunch of shit that's unnecessary. You know what I mean? We say Todd Haley is the Browns officer. Oh shit, I don't know. It's not defined, and that's what I say. Like, that's part of the reason why I said black culture not being defined. I said my first bottle of Hennessy, I go, oh wait, fuck that. Oh, y'all talk about Wolvick, y'all don't even know that. Some Miles and Yak, but yeah, man. That's what I say. Like, here's the thing. That's what I say, man. Is I look at the solution being something different because. And people get upset with me because I say I understand some of the, you know, I understand some of the views that are not so popular. But my thing is this is like, there's logical answers to all of these things, but you just have to be willing to accept a different perspective. And people don't want to do that. People want to still feel like they're owed something and some other shit, man. Y'all can sit there waiting for that shit that you hoping that's going to come that's not coming. and wait for that shit. Or you can get out there and bust some motherfucking move, dog. Like, you're in the fucking land of opportunity, man. You better start taking advantage of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you serious? Man, look, I was about to buy a Ren and Stimpy shirt the other day, but it wasn't just a Ren and Stimpy. It had like all the fucking little Nicktoons on it. That shit was cool. That's unfortunate, man. Ren and Stimpy was my shit. I used to watch the fuck out of Ren and Stimpy when it first came out, dog. That shit was my shit, man. He said the parent lose control of kids at the store. They didn't lose control of kids at the store. Didn't have control of the kid before entering that store. They've never had control over the kid. If that kid is acting up in public and doing the fool like that, they have not had control from the jump. That's what that's about. It has nothing to do with the store. They lose control there. They lost control when that child was born. You know, I'm one of them people. I'm not real big on putting kids on a fucking pedestal. Like, I think you should make kids have to experience trials and tribulations. Make shit tough on them, dog. I'm not saying just don't hurt them, but make them face fucking challenges. Shit that's not going to be life-threatening. You know, make them understand at a young age how to overcome shit. So that way, once they get older, you know, they know how to deal with things. You know what I'm saying? If the fucking shit goes haywire, then fuck, they know how to deal with shit. You know what I'm saying? If they ever lose it all, they know how to deal with it and bounce back because you made them do tough shit. You know what I'm saying? So they know that if they continue to work for whatever it is, they'll get it. But nowadays, people, like I say, they just throw a fucking screen in front of them. They want to be friends with their fucking kids. They want to fucking, I guess they put their kids, oh, it's the greatest thing that ever happened. That shit throws me off. I know parents feel that way. But, and this could upset some people, but we keep it real in the Kush deal, man. I don't like it when people say having a kid is the greatest thing that ever happened to them. Like, it may make you happy. You may appreciate that kid, but you're selling yourself so fucking short when you say that. You are a human being. You have done great things. Even if it may not be great to you, you got to appreciate. Sometimes you got to look back and really look at things that you've done in your life. Maybe some of y'all ain't never done shit. Some of y'all young, but whatever. But you're talking about a thing that pretty much everybody can do. A lot of people do on fucking accident, which is have a fucking kid. I mean, you're talking about probably a quarter of motherfuckers having kids on accident. You know, so some shit that anybody can damn near do. I know there's people with complications and problems and things like that, and, you know, not to be dismissive of their situation, but I'm just talking in generalizations. It's not that big a fucking deal. It's not that big a deal. You know what I'm saying? I know it's an amazing thing. It is. I mean, creating a child is amazing. Like, I mean, just to think of that idea of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any mind, but as far as I know, I don't have any. But imagine the fucking thought of that experience. You created fucking life. I found life, like Big Crit. But you know, you can do that shit on accident on the cool, man. So, like, I don't put that shit on the pedestal, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all talk about in the box. I'll be going on my little spills and I'll be missing that shit, man. Yeah, I'm saying. In 2015, Cowboy won't wear a Super Bowl. Watson got 3. A little pace of tape on him going out. Completely acceptable. No one is fat because of the future. But here's my thing. Honestly, here's my thing, though. I don't care about people wearing what they want to wear. But let's not play this naive card. Let's not play this just because motherfuckers are a certain age. You know, this. I knew some fast motherfuckers when I was fucking 14, 15. I knew some motherfuckers who probably at 14, 50 have more game than I'll ever have, dog. More game than most motherfuckers I know, dog. Like, so let's not just be foolish. Some people just get it. Some people live a life where they go through some shit and they just get it at a young age. Some people take a little while longer, man. But let's not play, you know, like I say, who was it a while back? Akon, when that young girl got up on stage and then, like, how the fuck is he supposed to know all that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, where are the parents in this fucking situation? Like, nobody holds parents accountable anymore. Like, because when it comes down to something they kids do, they don't want to be fucking held accountable. Like, if this bitch is 15 and at an Akon concert, you know, it gets wild like this, well, what the fuck is she doing? You know what I'm saying? Apparently she done some shit she ain't supposed to, or y'all are okay with it. And I'm not excusing, I'm not saying that, but I mean, he shouldn't have been blamed and have to apologize and do all this shit for, motherfucker, for what, dog? I'm assuming all parameters have been, you know, fulfilled and that she's of age. and that people in this society would make sure that, they wouldn't be letting their kid go to a situation like this, unmonitored and all this other shit, whatever. So I don't get, like, people always talking about victim blaming, but like I say, sometimes this shit is just fucking ignorant, dog. It's like, only anime I watch is porn. To realize you can't change the past. Slavery was horrible historical event of the black community. They have to evolve and adjust society. Man, that's my thing, man. It's just like, look, like I said, I could go on a big old spiel about it. It ain't right. Life ain't fair, dog. Yeah, it's some fucked up shit. But if you waiting for everything to get squared off, man, you gonna be waiting a long time. You better start playing the game to your advantage, man. Learn the rules, man. Learn the new rules and play to fucking win. That's just how I feel about the shit. Celebrity Deathmatch was the Courage. I never really got into Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Rugrats was the shit. Scooby-Doo, original Scooby-Doo was cool. The Medley Kids. They go earn shit, hell yeah. He say flicking off cap because he kneeled and I fucked his face up. Bitch, I've been fucked over and over. Man, let me see. Hold on. I may be missing parts of the story. Let me see. If I was a parent, I only want one child. Tom and Jerry still the best. Tom and Jerry, I got Tom and Jerry got played to me quick, man. It was cool, but I'd rather fuck with the Roadrunner and the Coyote over Tom and Jerry, man. Courage, the Cowardly Dog. I never got into Courage, man. He said makes it have full control. Anyone who does it is a disgrace to the race. The kids are put on the pedestal first. Yeah, they take a shoot up school. Man, look, I done seen a couple of Mexican family. Man, I remember last time I think I went to fucking CC's Pizza. I'm trying to get my pizza buffet on, the little spinach Alfredo pizza. That's my shit. Man, little motherfuckers was in there playing fucking soccer, dog. Like, come on. I love soccer. I'm lying. I don't know much about it, but I'm going to get into the dynamo. You know what I'm saying? I had to give him the evil look, man. Motherfucker, I almost hit my seat with the motherfucking soccer ball. And the parents just over there like, ain't shit going on. Like, hey, look, I better get these motherfuckers before I handle these motherfuckers. I'll trip a fucking kid. You better get this motherfucker. They want to say Danny Phantom. Nah, I ain't fucking with Danny Phantom. That's too much, man. I don't know about no Danny Phantom. He was saying, they flicking off cap because he knew I fucked his face up. Bitch ass niggas been fucked over. My thing about this, dog, is even with the kneeling thing, dog, you gotta, that's just, I don't know, man. That's not the way to me to get it. Like I say, kneeling and begging for shit, like, that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. I don't know, but like I say, it's just, I guess that was what, he's saying, well, that's a way of saying it was respectful or something. I don't, like I say, it's just so much shit to go into the shit. Like I say, I know a point is trying to be made. I just see a different fucking perspective on all the shit. But it is what the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? But kids gonna earn their shit, learn responsibility. Yeah, that's the way you gotta make it do. People feel like because kids are born now that they should just, this is an amazing gift. Let me just put this on the pedestal. Man, that motherfucker, you better teach that motherfucker some shit because eventually you're not gonna be around and he ain't gonna be able to do a motherfucking thing. You say Danny Fenton was just 14 when his parents built the strangers. Yeah, stop, dog. You say the last one was flicking off cap because he nearly fucked his face up. This nigga's been fucked over. And the last one was what? My first bottle was a Hennessy and I go in hard always. Man, look, that brown will wear you down. You know what I'm saying? You ever say your accident happened? You say accident happened when you don't take responsibility for a child, you create a life. You say, yeah, oh yeah, man, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Even if you fuck up, you gotta own that. But you got a lot of motherfuckers who don't, dog. And you got a lot of motherfuckers, like I said, you got a lot of women who use kids as pawns. You got a lot of deadbeat ass dads who just don't give a fuck. You got a lot of motherfuckers that just create a bunch of turmoil in this life, dog. And people are just looking for that family type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you get motherfuckers that really start fucking with some gang shit. They get some. It's lacking organization. I believe that you need that shit to play an equal part. You need the male and you need the female, and like I say, you need those energies to really create a stable household. But That's just my personal opinion, because I think that men bring a certain energy to things and women bring a certain energy to things, and that these energies counterbalance, and I think that's what helps create stability for a child. But when you got so much shit going on, like I say, between finances and all these other beefs that people have, it could be, like I say, money, it could be, it could just be all kind of shit. People really get together for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit, and people just have to get down to their core and find out what it is they want from life, and go after those things, and not, stop being dishonest with themselves and the people that they with and shit. But it's crazy. Uh, you talking about fucking Danny Phantom? I feel for the twerk. Hey, the twerk videos that get you, babe. You got to be careful. But I'm gonna see the real shit. I'm gonna look on like a real site. But YouTube will get you started. YouTube will be the boost for you. You be like, oh man, that bitch got, man, what that bitch look like with no ass? Let me go check on fucking Pornhub. It was the shit. Them boys was always hustling, man. Instagram will get you, dog. Instagram will get you canceled. That's why I say I don't really fuck with. That's why I really don't fuck with. I got Instagram, but I don't be on there like that, because I know if I check that shit, I'm gonna be off in some shit that don't make no fucking sense. You say it's 14 before you got your first tip. Man, I remember turning the fucking knobs, dog, on the fucking TVs, dog, with the little dials, man. And trying to get into little channels, you had to turn one knob, and then like you want to get to the other shit, you had to set it off. I forgot what you set on one thing so you could get to the other smaller channels, like the higher up, and go like to like 45 at the most or some shit like that. It had like that went like, it might have been 30 something. I don't even remember, but dog, now everything is, hey phone, show me videos of shit I want to see right now. Okay, dude, here you go. And it's like, you don't have to work for shit. Like, we had to work to be entertained back in the Gap, dog. Like, this shit is, oh, man, I ain't see the part about the race. Some of it must have been, must have got removed or something. Cause like I said, I'm looking back at it, and some of the shit looked like it's gone. So it might not be showing all the comments on here. Cause I'm seeing parts of the story, but I don't think I'm seeing the whole thing. King Focal. Man, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, them motherfuckers you be like, oh shit, what's going on? Bitches be young. You be like, oh shit, what the fuck I've been watching, dog? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, let me get the fuck up out of here. You say you were talking about black protests when the teacher started talking about how Cap kneeling for us to stop police brutality, and that his protest is continuing. The process of Ali, MLK, and more. The Asian kids started flick off talking about shit Cap. Talk shit about Cap. Oh, I stood up and, man, no lie, I almost broke his jaw because I snapped off. He said black people are shit. The Asian kids, you know what I'm saying? I remember Speed Racer. Popeye used to always get loaded. Popeye was doping, dog. Popeye was on them PEDs. Popeye was the original. That's why motherfuckers fuck with PEDs now, because the fucking Popeye loading up on a spinach. Well, shit, that shit worked for Popeye, my nigga. You know, shit. I ain't got no spinach, but shit, let me motherfucking. I used to fuck some spinach up when I was young. And I really thinking that shit was gonna get a nigga swole like Popeye. I used to fuck that Popeye spinach up. They did that shit. Daffy Duck was cool. Top 5 comedians of all time, in no particular order, just firing off the head. Me personally, Dave, 2 Eddies, Eddie Griffin and Eddie Murphy. Patrice O'Neal was slept on, dog. Patrice O'Neal is one of my favorites. And I could go with Pryor, because everybody would say Pryor. Bernie was funny as shit. I gotta think about that 5th one. I gotta think about that one. That's interesting. Patrice O'Neal was the real motherfucking deal, dog. Andy Kaufman, I'm not familiar with. remember some old Red Fox shit too. He was funny. There used to be an old black lady. She was funny as shit. I can't even remember her name right now. Olive Oil. Olive Oil was a hoe, dog. Like, how the fuck? Come on, Popeye, my nigga. Look, let's keep it real, dog. Let's keep it 100. You think Olive Oil just accidentally keep fucking around, ending up with this nigga Bruno, dog? I mean, that nigga Bruno was a mark ass nigga, but she just always somehow with this nigga. This nigga be kidnapping her on the cool, but then sometimes she just kicking it with him. There don't be no accidental kidnaps, man. She be setting that shit up, dog. Got Popeye falling for the okie doke, man. Popeye was a sucker on the cool, man. A sucker for love, dog. Fighting over hoes, dog. I told y'all last night that I think that was one of the rules. Don't be fighting over hoes, man. What was his name? Robin Harris was funny, dog. But yeah, man. Man, here's the thing. This is what you got to learn, man. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. You know what I'm saying? You can think whatever the fuck you want to think. You can't let. It's the thing about letting people have power over you. You got to be controlled. You got to be the person who decides your actions, and it can be a hard thing to do. I let it get me sometimes too. But you can't let a motherfucker only speaking some words affect your behavior. You know what I'm saying? You lock that in. Okay, well, you know how he is. You understand, you know. You just peep game. Okay, now I know how he think. I know what he really about. Because I'm sure he don't say shit the majority of the fucking time. You know. But you can't let some words, like I say, if he hadn't posed any real threat to you, dog, don't let no words get you fucked over and fucked up for some shit that who the fuck is he and what the fuck does his opinion really mean? You know what I'm saying? Don't let that shit get you put in a fucking situation where in reality, because you reacted physically, would be seen as the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? He ain't threatening your family. He ain't doing shit. It's not finna be no real action behind those words. Now, if there was opposed to a real threat and some other shit, then I would suggest you do something differently. But let the motherfucker talk out his ass. You got the right to talk out his motherfucking ass, like I say, but then when it becomes a threat or an issue to you, then that's when you handle that shit. This is Skinner Max, dog, yeah. Man, here's the thing, and I'm explaining to you how it works with Asians and things like that, and this is not to be racist or anything. They just make their children work harder than American kids do because they understand what it fucking took to come from another country. All foreign. That's why, I mean, think about all these foreigners. That's why, like, if you don't notice, like, Africans don't like African Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a thing. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about that in the next Kush then, because let me get some stuff ready here in a little bit. We're gonna talk some sauce, probably about 7. But we're going to talk about that Africans hate African Americans, dog. They don't. And we'll talk about like all these other races and things too, but primarily the gist of that is that they know when you come from countries where you don't have shit, dog, you don't have anything, okay? Coming to America, there's so much opportunity. That's why they come here and they ball. They create shit. They make jobs. They do whatever. We complain about it, but they take advantage of every fucking opportunity that they can because they know how shitty it is back where they're from. And they know that there's so much opportunity over there. They don't give a fuck about looking good for nobody and all that other fucking shit. They know about getting money, getting their family right, and building up a fucking small empire or whatever it takes to get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? So when they come here and they see niggas just crying about shit, about, you know, dumb shit or whatever it may be, like, they don't understand that shit. They don't see, like, you know, in Africa, they may see niggas over here doing shit, you know, be a half black president or whatever. They see a lot of entertainers and things. So when they over there, they think that, man, you know, black people really got it made in America. They're living good. They feel like we got it. Then they get over here and they see how black people really act for the most part. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, they don't fuck with niggas. I'm telling you, I done talked to a buku Africans. They're like, you know, and I mean, it's the same story, dog. It's the same fucking shit. We don't fuck with that because it's just like, y'all don't realize how much fucking opportunity y'all have to do whatever the fuck you want to. You can live a great fucking life, but motherfuckers choose not to. Because my thing is this: how can a African not born here, you know what I'm saying, come here and thrive, dog? Because think of the fucking Africa. Like, if y'all just know really, like, this is not to be like generalizations, but for the most part, any African who's come here from Africa, they thrive one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Like, they start some shit, they get to work and they get fucking good degrees and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, in college, they were actually going for some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, not no bullshit ass fucking degree just to say they went to college and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers are going to become things because their parents put fucking standards on them because their parents know how hard it was. In America, motherfuckers get more and more relaxed and more used to this being the way it is. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. So then when shit starts tightening up and shit starts getting more difficult or things change, it's harder for Americans or black Americans to fucking adapt, especially. And everybody else, they're like, okay, well, this shit still ain't as bad as it is in the home country. I'm cool with it. And they make it work, dog. Like, man, so it's some... She got a Hall of Fame. Career safety. But I'm saying, so this is just some real shit, man. It's some real shit, though. But it's Asian parents for their kids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They gonna put work on them, man. Hey, man, look, let him talk shit until he put his hands on you, man. Don't even worry about that shit. Man, it's like you work really worse than mowing the lawn and the rest takes like 6 hours. Yeah, Dominic be putting in that work, man. Those people think Africans and African Americans are the same. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even really like the term. You know what I'm saying? You say Africans are Hamites, African Americans are Semites. That's why they don't like us. Well, them motherfuckers be going ham all right. When they come to fucking coming to America and working, they be going ham like a motherfucker, man. Shit. Olive oil and Princess Peach were hoes. Hell yeah, Princess Peach was a hoe too, dog. They don't know what they wear. I thought Africans Americans came from Jerusalem and or were black Native Americans. If you're African, you came Starlight from Africa. One of America changed our name every 20 years. Colored, Afro-Americans, Negroes, blacks. So the Israelites, the tribe of Judah. Deuteronomy 28. Oh yeah, you told me about that. I wrote that down because I've been cleaning up my notes and doing all my stuff. I wrote that down. You're talking about the Lion King. All right. I'm going to look into that. But Floyd Mayweather say he's just an American, not an African American. I mean, yeah, that's the perspective you should have, man, because when you put yourself in a certain category, and I'm not saying to ignore what realities are real, but my thing is, don't fucking... If you look at your life like that all the time, you're going to mentally put yourself in second place if you feel like life is second place for people like you. And like I said, I used to think that way. I had to change my whole fucking mentality. When I started changing my mentality about shit, dog, I started seeing shit so much differently. And opportunities and things start opening up and shit just changed. And I was like, man, you know what? Certain shit is real. Yeah, certain issues are real and certain things need to be discussed and certain shit is fucked up. But it's a lot of shit motherfuckers get all up in arms about that ain't shit, dog. And like I said, I'm not with everything. If the shit is some real shit that needs to be discussed and approached, then yeah, definitely. But just because it happened to somebody, you know what I'm saying, similar to me or whoever, maybe I'm not always going to be with that shit. Like, if a motherfucker was, look, if you know that you doing some shit, you selling some dope or some shit, and you fucking got a pistol on you running from the fucking laws, you ain't going to turn and shoot at them motherfuckers and think you finna get out of that shit alive, do you? Like, you know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of instances, you may find instances, well, you know, this guy over here, he did it and he got out. Man, you just can't expect that shit. You can't count on that type of shit, dog. Like, especially if you in their life, you know what's shaking when you know got shit like that going on. You know what you sign up for when you play those kind of games. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. But some people say blacks. Now, like I say, man, look, niggas from the state traded really from Judah, and they fled into West Africa after the Titus invasion. You know what I'm saying? Look, my thing is like this, man. Like I say, however you identify, I'm not much for semantics. You know what I'm saying? I respect everybody's beliefs. I don't know if I'm not familiar enough with them to say that I co-sign with them, then I can't do that. But I respect everybody's belief. But like I said, I like to know things about them just to say, because you know what? Hey, this might make sense to me. And this may be something I need to look into. But my friends, I'm finna slide up out the den. Y'all need to slide by StaySaucy.com and check out some of that fresh sauce merchandise, man. Stay Saucy, get fresh for the 2018. And outside of that, make sure y'all hit the links. iTunes, Google, all that shit now. The podcast is available. The Kush Den podcast and also the Sauce Sports podcast. Like I said, we're trying to take this sauce to the next level. And with that being said, I'm getting up out of here. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Stay saucy.